Welcome to Synagogues of Australia, Part 9. In this episode, we do our second look at Jewish houses of worship in the city and environs of Sydney, Australia. This first location is Chabad of Bandi, also known as Free, or Friends of Refugees of Eastern Europe. Free was established in Australia in the eastern suburbs of Sydney in 1986. It claims to serve over 6,000 members. It offers full synagogue services both morning and evenings on a daily basis. And we believe its spiritual leader is Rav Ullman. The next location is Kehilat Masada. It's located in the North Shore area and it's been led by Rabbi Gad Krebs since 2007. The congregation was started in 1984 and has over 350 families now. This congregation offers services on a daily basis both morning and evenings, and it's most likely labeled Modern Orthodox. And here's a quick look of the sanctuary from the women's gallery. And here's the North Shore Temple Emmanuel behind that gated area. It labels itself progressive, which is closely aligned with Reform in the United States. Nicole Roberts has been its senior rabbi since 2017, but she has been the rabbi of the synagogue since November of 2012. Richard Lampert is Rabbi Emeritus. This congregation was established in 1958 and established its presence at this location in 1961. Its current sanctuary was built in November of 1980. It claims to have 530 families. There are both services on Friday evenings and Saturday mornings for Shabbat. And now we're looking at Or Chadash, which is a modern Orthodox shul. Rabbi Alon Meltzer is spiritual leader, and he has three others who help him out in different categories of advice and scholarship. They are Rabbis Selwyn Franklin, Danny Eisenberg, and Dr. Ari Lobel. Unless we misinterpret, we believe that services are only held regularly on Shabbat and on Jewish holidays. Here is the home of the Southern Sydney Synagogue, also an Orthodox shul. The congregation was established in 1943. Suriel Avila became its rabbi in August of 2015, and we think he is still leading the congregation. When the congregation was first formed, it was called the Illawarra Hebrew Congregation. In 1998, the name was changed to the current Southern Sydney Synagogue, and in 2000, the Bankstown Synagogue merged with it. The location shown here was acquired in 1978. At one time, the building shown here was the home of the Strathfield and District Hebrew Congregation. One can still see the Jewish star emblazoned through the windows. We believe this congregation was forced to close in 2014 due to financial situations. At that point, they were down to about 15 members and were constantly calling people regularly to help put together a minyan. The synagogue had started in 1959 in the western section of Sydney. Many of the Jews have migrated to Sydney's eastern suburbs and North Shore. There were efforts to put the building on a National Historic Register. And here is Emmanuel Synagogue. It would definitely be considered an extremely progressive congregation. Same-sex marriages have been performed by the rabbi at the synagogue. Jeffrey Kamens has been a rabbi at the congregation since 1989 and its senior rabbi since 1999. He has been assisted by Rabbi Jacqueline Ninio, Dr. Orna Triguboff, and Rabbi Rafi Kaiserbluth. The congregation was established in 1938. A Jewish day school called the Emmanuel School was established in 1983. Besides being a progressive congregation, they also offer Masorti or traditional services as well as renewal. So on a Friday evening, one can choose between a conservative Carlebach service or a progressive Kabbalat Shabbat service. Our final stop in this episode takes us to the Great Synagogue. One can see faintly the words Great Synagogue above the door portal. And the front of the building is protected from vehicular terrorism. This Orthodox congregation has services every morning of the year, and evening services on Friday and Saturdays, but none during the regular week unless there's a major Jewish holiday. Its chief minister, or what we would call senior rabbi, is Dr. Benjamin Elton. Rabbi Emeritus is Dr. Raymond Apple. This congregation somewhat mimics the Great Synagogue in Jerusalem in that they utilize a choir on Shabbat morning and other Jewish holidays, so it is not for one looking for a quick service. There's still another episode coming up about the synagogues of Australia, so bye for now and see you real soon.